Welcome to Ask Ms. ERP. The topic of this video is, what are ERP governance activities? Hello everyone, Ms. ERP here. In the previous video, Do You Need ERP Governance?, I described the reasons why governance is important and recommended assigning an executive sponsor and setting up both a steering committee and a working or operating committee. What you actually call these committees is entirely up to you. To reiterate, the primary reason why these committees are needed, it is because an ERP is usually shared by multiple business areas, and it will help immensely to formalize the communication and decision-making processes around how you manage your ERP system so that you can minimize any cross-functional issues. The executive sponsor and steering committee activities are to focus on strategic alignment, and there is more detail on this in the last video if you are interested. This topic is focused on the purpose of the operating committee. The members of this committee are usually managers or directors from your key stakeholder groups and really must understand their area well, along with what their clients need from the ERP. The easiest example to explain is finance. While finance itself would be a primary user of the ERP, they also have clients who use the data and reports generated by the ERP, who finance should also represent to the operating committee. Where the steering committee sets the direction, the operating committee works together to achieve that direction through initiatives that meet business requirements. Examples of the activities that the operating committee will perform are as follows. At a high level, this committee will design, obtain approval from the steering committee, and execute on any governance processes. Working with their leaders, they are also responsible for creating and maintaining an ERP strategy and roadmap. As the representative for their area, they are expected to provide business knowledge and expertise to the committee, be able to investigate business issues and challenges in their respective area, with the purpose of identifying opportunities to further leverage your ERP or other enterprise application. They also need to share any critical dates to the operating committee, such as month ends, payroll dates, and plant turnarounds. They are also a conduit back into their respective areas, promoting ERP adoption and a positive perception of the application in the business. An easy way to do this is to communicate ERP information and issues to their business stakeholders for input and awareness. Once a decision has been made at the operating committee, the members are expected to lead the required change in their area to support that decision, providing resources from their area if needed. There is a whole range of activities for the operating committee around demand prioritization. In an operational world, there will be requests coming from day-to-day support, projects, or any patching or upgrades either to the ERP itself or its integrated systems. It will be up to this committee to review and resolve escalations due to conflicting priorities, resource constraints, budget, or organizational impact. They will also need to determine how to manage cross-functional impacts from all of this demand to be able to give recommendations to the steering committee on priorities. A note on project demand. This could be ERP-related projects or something going on that needs involvement from the ERP team, as most projects do need something from the ERP, perhaps a master data feed or to send in financial information. Remember, everything ends up on the general ledger in some shape or form. It will be up to the operating committee to define and review application support accountabilities, which includes defining and regularly reviewing any service metrics and critical issues. They should also discuss any current challenges or repeated issues to collaboratively determine possible solutions. Side note, don't forget to keep your help desk in the loop for any recurring issues. If you have partners providing support, the operating committee should be responsible for providing service oversight, ensuring that you are getting what you expect from your provider. End user training or other enablement tools such as online help or chatbots is another good example of a topic that should be on the operating committee's agenda. It would be best to collaborate for consistency here, rather than having different styles or techniques in different areas. Not a good idea to confuse your end users by sending them to multiple locations for help or tips and tricks info. It should be intuitive. If you have been able to define data owners, this group is the one to define any ERP master data management processes. I have a video coming soon on ERP data if you would like some tips in this area. I recommend that any ERP master data changes that could impact multiple areas go through your standard change control processes to ensure proper communication and an audit trail in case things go sideways. As the people on this committee are likely ERP data owners, they are also accountable for approval and review of access to business data. Similarly, they need to ensure that they have some decent business continuity plans in place for their area in the case of disaster. I am a firm believer in Murphy's Law. If you are prepared for the worst, then it won't happen. IT's role in all of this is to facilitate, coordinate, and encourage cross-functional communication. They also can highlight any technical issues or challenges and assist with fun things like cross-vendor service delivery management and issue resolution. Additionally, IT plays a central role in coordinating activities such as environment, release, integration, and platform management. I will have more to say about these topics in future videos. Once you get going, you will find that there is always something to talk about as a group, and a goal should be to be as consistent as possible across all business areas using the ERP. If conflicts or roadblocks do occur, it would then be the operating committee's role to facilitate escalation to the steering committee, if appropriate. Please do follow standard meeting practices with agendas and minutes, and to track action items. For sure, the minutes will be referred back to for any decisions made and will help any new committee members get up to speed quickly. Hopefully, this is enough information for you to be able to set up your ERP working or operating committee, or whatever you want to call it, and hit the ground running. This concludes the What are ERP Governance Activities topic. There is a link on askmserp.com to email me to ask questions or suggest topics for future videos. Or you can just add comments on any YouTube video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and see you on the next video.